Well, hello. This is the Logic Only Zone. And I'm going to propose a very deep idea to everybody, but I also believe, and I know, that this is a thought and an idea and a truth about the world that we have to take in. And if we do not do it now, and we do not believe it now, and we do not take it in, then our world is doomed. So let me go with it. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do the logic only zone. Let me tell you the future. Let me tell you the truth of the future. We've been expanding with technology. We've been expanding with what we can do with technology. And in the future, we will have everything automotive. We will have everything AI. We will have everything already set in place. There will be no need for workers. There will be no need for anybody to do anything in the future. It will all be provided. So the paradigm that we have right now where workers do things and they get compensation will not have any play in that realm. So this whole paradigm of workers doing things and getting compensation are not going to play any role. But we have to see this, and we have to understand, because if we do not see this and promote this and fight this, then we will be doomed. And this future may come quicker than you can anticipate. We have to realize that humanity makes progress, and the progress of humanity goes to humanity. When humanity makes progress, that belongs to every single human being that exists on this planet. Not only at this current moment do we have the technology and do we have the power to provide food for everybody and shelter for everybody, but in the future, that's going to become even more of a bigger thing. As we go into the years, as we go into the decades, that is going to become a bigger thing, a much bigger thing. We have to anticipate the future, and everything that you need as a human being is going to be provided for you if only you would fight for that. If you would see that the technology that we've accomplished and the means that we've accomplished are for humanity, if you do not do that, then you will be owned. If you do not do that, then you will be owned. Because the accomplishments of humanity in terms of technology, in terms of providing for all people, and that has been much easier in the past with capitalism and all the things that has been done. It's been way more easy because you can make this dollar idea like you have to own people, you have to own things, this or that to get things, you have to provide something, you have to contribute something to get something in return. But on this planet, on Earth, on this planet, all human beings have value, and all human beings should have significance. If you don't see this, if you don't value that, and you do not fight for it, you will not receive it. You will not receive it. You will be owned. You actually might become extinct. You might become extinct. People might put you in a series of unneeded, starvation okay kind of scenario. You literally have to fight for it. That every human being deserves food. Every human being deserves shelter. Human beings have special value in nature that is determined by their situation. Because if you do not do that now, and it is becoming very clear very fast, as AI becomes stronger, as technology becomes stronger, if you do not do this, you are going to miss out. I think later on in my lifetime this is going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen literally right now. I think this is going to happen very fast over the next 20, probably even 10 to 20 years from now. But you guys really need to fight hard for this, because if we do not do that, capitalists are going to own the planet. They're going to own the planet. They're going to have technology that is so strong that it puts all workers out of work. And COVID has only sped this up. It's only sped this up because people can't go out, right? So you got to have technology that makes this happen. So I've been watching a lot of videos. I've been reading a lot of research. I've been really trying to look into this, and I'm making this video because I know that it's very important. You guys really have to fight for human value. Okay? Human value is really all there is on this planet. Humans are a part of nature. We're significant and we're valuable, but they will replace you by AI. Okay? It sounds like a conspiracy theory. It sounds crazy, but it really isn't. It's seriously progressing very, very, very fast. Okay? The silly thing is that easily you could provide everything everybody needs for everybody, but people think of this silly idea like you have to give something to get something. Like you're not instantly valuable as a human being and deserve value and then being supported and valued based on those own means, on those basic means. And everybody is valuable on those basic means. And I will tell each and every one of you, I will fight to my dying breath. I will fight to my dying breath until whatever happens to me, and I do not care, that every person is valued and every person gets what they need to be. And everybody gets what they need. I'm going to fight every last step to my dying breath to make sure that everybody gets that. And that is seriously ridiculous. And it makes me sick that this is what capitalism has become, trying to make human beings obsolete, human beings not needed anymore. And in the future, you will not be needed anymore, okay? They can mine minerals from the environment, this or that, to get what they need to make technology to do what you do. You will not be valuable, you will not be meaningful, and you will be thrown to a side, and you will never have existed, and there will just be an elite class that gets everything they need, and everybody will be gone. And that is what they want, because it is a great displeasure and discomfort for other people who are in power, who are in a position of leadership, to have to appeal to you. They don't want to appeal to you anymore. They don't want this extremist methodology or this extremist philosophy of all human beings have value, all human beings have rights, all human beings need to be respected, and like, oh, no. You know, like, there's these alternate perspectives of reality, and they don't want to deal with you anymore. They've been trying for centuries. They've been trying to manipulate and control other people. They thought this was all they had to do, but they just realized that they can just bring on AI to do everything that you do and get rid of you. So if you don't fight now, if you don't fight right now to make the world right, if you don't do anything, you're going to be obsolete and you're going to be destroyed. Forget about the future. Forget about mankind, because I will tell you right now, power and control over other people is so sweet. It's so great. And in my capacity, in the experiences that I've had, I have had control over other people in certain capacities. And it is nice. It is great. So the question is, so this is kind of the problem, is dually perspective here. So, all right. So you get rid of other people. So the question is, do people really feel the sense of power when they have control over other people? Or is that a plus and they just get that sensation of power when they just have control and it doesn't have to be over other people? That's a good question. And maybe at this point, people who have power in leadership don't even care about having control over other people. And if they, like, it's kind of the thing, like, okay, get rid of other people and just have control. And then, if we really want to have control over other people, and, we'll just produce other people and then we'll have control over them, kind of a thing. So part of the issue is, the issue of power and control is certainly a pleasure mechanism. So, all right, AI, this, that, no, people are going to have control over you, better fight. But really the issue is a human issue where people feel like they have to have control over other people because it gives them so much pleasure, and it really does. I don't know if the people watching me have ever had control over other people, but it does feel good. It's really interesting to have control over other people and have that kind of sensation. It's very escapistic from yourself. It's very self-aggrandizing. It's very interesting. And actually, just through me doing my YouTube and doing Logic Church, I received that kind of experience in itself. Okay, so if that helping you to try to understand that, but I really feel like we're in a very existential state as humanity, and if we really don't fight back, it's going to go straight into that 1984 kind of shit, if you're not careful. Okay, in Singapore, you have these little dog-like robots going around telling people what to do. You have to stand this many feet from people. You have robots in Asian countries and things like that have AI and they're controlling other people. You're not going to be able to work at restaurants anymore. You're not going to be able to work at stores and this kind of thing. They're just going to replace it by AI and all that kind of thing. And you really can't blame them because it's very capitalistic. Oh, I don't have to pay somebody by the hour. I can just have an AI robot kind of shit. So you guys really need to think about this clearly, and if this really is a problem, we need to fight back. But also in the fact that we have to live these meaningless lives as people and doing these stupid jobs, we really need to fight. We really need to fight back against these stupid, meaningless jobs in general. We shouldn't be doing these stupid, meaningless jobs. We should be making the world a better place. We should be creating community and creating gardens and feeding each other and helping each other and providing each other medicine and people learning medicine and being able to help people have medical issues and providing housing for people. We really need to take this away from society and capitalism in general. I know that a lot of people watching me are just very comfortable going through the motions and that kind of silly shit. But you really need to take more ownership. You really need to learn shit. You really need to learn how to live your life. You really need to learn these things and share them with other people and create your community. Talk to your neighbors. Really bring this up. And you really need to fight against people who think that this is okay, because this whole status quo jargon, this whole status quo, we'll just go along and it'll be okay kind of nonsense isn't going to last for long. In the next 10 to 20 years, it's going to change like crazy. And I don't even know, man. But we seriously need to do something right now. It's a very bad situation. And if you guys don't get that, you really need to go and do some Google searches or something like that. I really wish there was another option besides Google. But it's getting very, very bad. And if you guys would look that up, I would really appreciate it. Drop those comments below. Hate me if you want. Really don't care. if you guys don't really care, then you don't care. And I can't make people care about anything. I realize that very clearly right now. So the truth does not matter, and what I'm saying doesn't matter. But if you care, that's cool. I appreciate that. But I want humanity to not be fucked over and not to be dehumanized and used and manipulated, just like in the Pink Floyd album, Brick in the Wall, when everybody just goes dropping into that meat grinder. I don't want to see that happen to anybody. So do something, please. For the love of God, do something. I'm going to do everything in my power, and I hope to God, if there is a God, the gods, if you don't mind, because I'm a stoic. I really hope people do something. Please do something. All right. This one is an original song. This is Nothing Is Real.